Hi there, my name is John Stevens, pastor of Zion Lutheran Church in Oregon City, Oregon, and we're part of the ELCA, and welcome to Dollar Store Children's Sermons, where we take a look at the lectionary text. We tie them to an item from the Dollar Tree. This is for the third Sunday of Easter, and we're looking at the Acts text. It's for the narrative lectionary, and the Acts text, chapter 6 through various parts of chapter 7. So that's what we're looking at, and boy, I tell you what, there's a lot of stuff to take off, a lot of stuff to chew and all that kind of stuff. So we're going that. I'm just back from vacation, had a great time in Kauai, and now I'm back in a place where I've got to wear flannel. I like wearing flannel, but difference between wearing shorts and a t-shirt versus wearing flannel because it's still cold outside. There we are. I know, sad tear. But anyway, back to the children's sermon. This is getting posted late because of that, but here we are. I am looking at, for this text, I'm looking at superheroes and origin stories. And, you know, first off, you might think, John, this is for a children's sermon. This is a kid's sermon. Exactly. If you don't think your kids know origin stories of superheroes, think again. Because the kids will know. They know how Spider-Man got made. They know the origin story of their favorite superheroes. They know where they came from. So that's all. I think it's good stuff to enter into this story, because in the story we get a brief mention about this guy named Saul, who later becomes Paul, and you have Stephen, and you've got these early disciples, and all of this really gets down to origin stories, where they came from, who they were, their backstory, and all of that. And I can't help but think about how Easter is our origin story. It's where we, as people of God, as people of the promise, where we came from. This is our origin story. This is our backstory. We say that we're Christian because of this reason, because God claims us, because of the cross and the empty tomb. This is our origin story. So, you could, at the Dollar Tree, they've got little superhero figurines that you could get. You could get something that reminds you of your own past, about where you came from. It could be, sometimes I'll walk through the dollar store and I'll see a little cup, and that cup is the same cup that we used to use when I was a kid around our dining room table. But the idea of origin story, there's a springboard there. Your kids will know. You can ask. If you don't want to use the idea of an origin story, you can say, tell me about your favorite superhero, and how did they become a superhero? How did they get their powers? And talk about the origin story that way. And so that's the springboard where I'm going with this, and hope you can use it for your own children's sermon and your own thinking around this text. And as always, thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a fantastic week.